Hello again. If you've been watching my videos along, you'll see that it's a little bit different setup. I have my, I can't talk. This is why it's a thoroughly amateur production. I'm thoroughly amateur and producing it accordingly. I have my computer setting up on top of a bookcase with the lighting shining at the wall and reflecting back on me. And so instead of seeing what's over here, you're seeing what's over here. And I think it's looking better. We'll see. I'm also standing up instead of sitting in my chair. And so I'm moving around. Not dancing. Believe me, I don't dance. White men may be able to jump, but this white boy can't dance. Anyway, the video today is why you should buy whiskey, or in the form of a question as I've been doing, why should you buy whiskey? Should you buy it as an investment, to collect it, or to drink it? Well, I buy whiskey to drink it. If I can't drink it, what's the point of me having it? But there are other people who buy it for other reasons. I buy whiskey because I like the taste of it. I like the smell of it. To put it in the jargon of whiskey drinking, whiskey tasting, I like the nose, I like the palate, and I like the finish. And in various other videos, I've gone over those things, or will. And there will probably be repetition because I don't script these. I have the basic idea, and then I just blather along that line. But that's why I drink whiskey, or that's why I buy whiskey, I should say. I buy it to drink it, and there are others who do the same thing. But there are those who buy whiskey as an investment. You know, there are some whiskeys you can pay 100, 200, whatever for. There are bottles out there sometimes sell for $1,000 or more. And you can buy that and hold on to it, and in a few years sell it for more than you paid. I don't have the slightest interest in doing that, but there are some who do. Then there are those who collect whiskey. They're not going to resell it later for more money, and they're not going to drink it. They just want to have it on the shelf and be able to look at it and say, yeah, this is this and that's that, and it costs such and such, and they made it in this and that year. And to me, personally, myself, that makes even less sense than buying whiskey as an investment. To me, that's like buying a beautiful painting, say something by Renoir, or however you pronounce it. I speak as much French as I do Martian. To me, it's like buying a beautiful painting by Renoir and then sticking it in a closet and never putting it on the wall to look at. The painting's beautiful. Put it where you can enjoy it. And the same with whiskey. It's good stuff. Enjoy it. But people buy it to collect it, and even though I can't understand it for the life of me, if that's what they want to do, more power to them. Allergies are still here, although this is an easier allergy season for me than in years, I guess. Anyway, why should you buy whiskey? Should you buy it to drink? That's what I would recommend. As a beginner in whiskey, and that's who I'm intending this channel for, why else should you buy whiskey but to drink it? You know, nobody's going to buy Jack Daniels or Jim Beam to collect or to invest in. If that's what you buy, drink it. Now, I would not recommend those two, and eventually I probably need to do a review of both, even though I really don't want to ever have either one in my mouth again. But that's what I suggest, at least as long as you're in the beginner stages of whiskey, buy whiskey to drink. If As time goes on, you decide you want to invest in whiskey and you have the budget for it, fine, you can do that. If you decide you want to collect whiskey and you have the budget for it, fine, you can do that. I would strongly urge you that whatever you wind up doing, investing or collecting, you still buy some whiskey at least to drink. That's what they make it for. Nobody at a distillery grinds up the grain and mashes in and lets it work off and runs it through the still and puts it in a bottle and says, oh, good, now I've got this whiskey, we can put it on the shelf for a collector so nobody can ever drink it. Distillers don't do it that way. They want you to drink it. That's why they're making it. And with really good whiskey, their goal is to make whiskey that you will enjoy, that you will love. If you go down to Waco, Texas, walk into Balcones Distilling and run into Jared Hempstead, who's their head distiller, and I think he would qualify as a master distiller, although that title, they fling it around indiscriminate these days. But if you were to run into Mr. Hempstead and ask him, sir, why do you make your whiskey? Is it for collectors, for investors, or to drink? And he would say, we make it to drink. I bet you money. Except I don't gamble, so that's just a saying. But that's why they make whiskey. And even if you wind up being an investor or a collector, don't stop being a drinker. Don't get drunk. I did a video, I believe I've already uploaded it, on responsible drinking. When you're drinking whiskey, don't get drunk. Don't be a stupid idiot fool. But drink the stuff. If you just have to have something as an investment, buy another one to drink. Maybe not the same bottle, but something that you'll like. If you come across a bottle of Pappy's and Pappy 23-year-old bourbon, you say, oh, I got to have this for my collection. Okay, fine. While you're at it, buy a bottle of Four Roses small batch, and drink the Four Roses. Why should you not enjoy the actual whiskey? Doesn't make a form bit of sense to me. On the other hand, the number of things in the world that don't make a form bit of sense to me seems to be multiplying at a tremendous rate. And so I'll just stop there and hope that this has been of some benefit to you.